Welcome to Review Rewind, the podcast where a couple with varying backgrounds and tastes watch beloved movies and answer the question, was it good? I'm Mike.
And I'm Krista.
And today we're discussing
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Help us on the way, dear.
Help us on the way, dear. So what you guys need to know is that since I think I saw like a video clip that had that line in it, and I was like, what's that from? And Mike was like, Mrs. Doubtfire. It made me want to rewatch the movie, but our whole family, including Ray, have been randomly just being like, help us on the way, dear.
Yeah.
It's been great.
It's been good.
It's been extra great to have Ray go, help us on the way, dear, because she just says it in like a silly, funny voice, and she doesn't know what it means because she hasn't seen the movie.
So this movie is rated PG, which it shouldn't be. It's comedy, kids and family, which it shouldn't be. It's directed by Chris Columbus. Makes sense. Produced by Robin Williams. Sorry, I don't know why I have that.
Mr. Robbie Williams.
Written by Randy Mayhem. Oh, sorry, that's a maiden name. All right, Randy Mayen Singer, Leslie Dixon, Anne Fine. It has Anne Fine twice. So I was like, I had the rhythm of there's going to be another person.
I was like, Anne Fine and Fine.
No, it's that was a terrible way to read that. Released November 24th, 1993.
Thanksgiving movie, most likely.
Yeah, probably. Runtime's about 2 hours. Distributed by 20th Century Fox. Budget was $25 million. It grossed in the U.S. $219 million and grossed worldwide $441 million. So over $650 million with $25 million. So it profited at roughly over $600 million. So financially, very successful.
In the bag.
Now it is time for the
plop, 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 plop.
All right.
Sorry.
So Chris is going to go ahead and read the plot for us.
An unemployed actor, Williams, loses custody of his children after his wife leaves him. Desperate to spend more time with the kids, the crafty thespian decides to dress up as a 60-year-old British woman and interview with his ex-wife for a nanny position. He lands the job, but he'll have to give the performance of his life to keep it.
Dun, dun, dun. Figaro. Sorry. That's the opening scene. Krista, what did you think of the movie overall?
So, Mike doesn't even know what I think of the movie overall.
Go for it.
Well, it was funny because I think after we finished watching it last night, I went kind of thinking like as it ended, I was like, I don't think I liked that. And then I kind of sat with it more and I'm like, no, like I don't like, I didn't love it overall. Now, I think there are really funny moments in it, and I really love the funny moments, and I love the whole, like, shtick of him acting as Mrs. Doubtfire, but that's really all I like about the movie. Like, as a whole, I don't enjoy it, and to be honest, probably wouldn't watch it again unless it was, like, some social situation where everyone wanted to watch it or something.
I'm sure it'll be, like, 10 years from now, and we'll have forgotten. And then we're like, oh, let's watch it again. And then we're like, oh, yeah. So, has some real funny moments, but overall did not like.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. I love Robin Williams. I love him. I've always loved him. When I was a kid, Nick at Night was getting hot. And they had Mork and Mindy, and so I watched all of that. And then, really, he plays an alien. Nanu. You
Uh,
wow. Okay.
Nick at Night for me was Full House and a show that shall not be mentioned.
I was about to curse at you
Why?
in anger because Nick at Night was Full House.
I think so. Cosby Show too. I saw it was the Cosby Show.
Nick at Night for me was Happy Days and
I've heard
Morgan
of Happy
Mindy.
Days, but I've never watched it.
Hey, really?
Yeah.
You don't know Arthur Fonzarelli?
No. I know Frasier.
Wow.
My
So
grandma loved Frasier.
your version of like classic TV is like 1980s and up.
I don't know when everything was made.
Well, Frasier was a spinoff of Cheers, which was an 80s show. Full House started in the 80s. Did you ever watch Family Matters?
Urkel one, right?
Yeah.
No. I think there was one crossover where Urkel came into a Full House episode, but that was literally my first exposure to him.
I didn't realize we were this far apart in that cultural
I
spectrum.
tip my hat to you, sir.
Wow. Okay. That's a little off topic, but my point being is I love Robin Williams. I've watched most, if not all, of his movies, and whether the movie was good or not, he was good. And I think I kept saying it. There was a point in the movie where I realized this, and I think it's true. This movie could only be made in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Because it was like tame enough where they weren't just horrifically transphobic, but it's also like just wildly inappropriate and to today's standards, like just off on the whole scope. And I think if they would have made it earlier, it would have been more offensive. And I honestly don't know if they could do it now. But ultimately...
Wait, can I ask a question?
What's up?
Maybe I don't. Why is it insensitive? I guess as I watched it, I didn't get the feeling that they were making fun of trans people, but is that...
But I also think it was misunderstood, maybe?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not in that world. But I guess if I was coming to that perspective of trying to write something like this, I wouldn't touch that just because...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where the line is.
I get that. Okay, that was my thing. Like, I was like, I didn't think it was offensive, but you're right. And
there were some maybe tasteless jokes.
Okay.
You
that
know?
Makes sense. Yeah, and I did pick up on that.
You know?
Okay. Yeah, but I get what you're saying as more as like the political climate surrounding this topic. Like, for someone to try and like do it, it would just feel...
And objectively, like...
Yeah.
The plot, like Robin Williams' character, what he does is not good.
Yeah.
We were talking about it throughout the movie, but like, because I said something when Miranda was asked Doubtfire, like, did you ever want to be with someone after Mr. Doubtfire had died?
Long celibacy, dear.
Yeah. And I was like, that's so messed
You're
up.
getting into territory of part of what of my beef is with it, but that kind of helped me flesh it out, so thank you. Now
No problem. Well, because when I said that's one of the most messed up parts, and you asked me why, and so the reasoning I think that's so messed up is because Daniel is not going out of his way to win Miranda over. He is not doing everything he can to prove himself to Miranda and reconcile that relationship. But through this third party, which he is that third party, Mrs. Doubtfire, he is manipulating his ex-wife and sabotaging her love life. And it's just so dishonest. Like, it's so dishonest. It's the end of the Miranda is the character that is truly treated unfairly throughout the movie, because they try to say like she's a working woman and she works too much and whatever it might be. But the idea is like she's working because her husband can't figure out his job.
Yeah.
And she's trying to create an income that is sustainable for a family of 5 in San Francisco, which I'm sure even in the 90s it was pretty pricey. Yeah. And, you know, like she's getting that bit, but also it did seem like she was working more to avoid Daniel, because once Mrs. Doubtfire was in the picture, or once Daniel was out of the picture, she seemed to be home a lot more.
Yeah, well, she even said that. She's like, I find myself wanting to come home early and be with the kids.
Right.
Yeah. So what did you like best about the movie? Is it, like, would you say...
Robin Williams' acting.
Okay.
Like, setting aside the moral, like, objectively bad thing that he's doing... Mrs. Doubtfire as a character is very funny.
Yeah.
Daniel Hillard is very funny. I think that Robin Williams nails both characters really well. I just think they weren't the fighting wasn't written well. And takes away from some of that. I actually really like Sally Fields. So much more, maybe like as an adult, now that we're married, have kids, like I love her character because I think she's really misunderstood, but I also think it was like a growth for her. And the kids are funny.
Yeah.
They sit in there real well too.
Yeah.
What about you? What did you like?
I think, you know, the transformation and like him playing
Robin's brother is very funny.
Well, like that acting portion is probably like the one, like my favorite part of the movie. I think of like, you know, him, the idea, how it happens, like the interview, like his whole time as Mrs. Doubtfire. I really enjoyed all that. I didn't like him as much as Daniel. Not to say that like his acting was bad. I just didn't like the character. Of Daniel. He's
morally questionable.
Yeah, but I really liked the Mrs. Doubtfire part. Felt really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire is pretty good. Like the character.
And I think, so like my least favorite part, and like why I
Let's
don't
get into it.
Why I don't like the movie, I realize, is like you kind of pointed it out. You were like, oh yeah, this isn't, you didn't say it exactly like this, but it's not a happy ending in the sense of like they don't get back together. You know, he's not trying to get back together with her. And so I think the two things that rubbed me the wrong way were like his obsessiveness with his kids feels so unhealthy and so like you know, if I was in the judge's position, I'd kind of be like, why are you so obsessed with your, like, it just, and, you know, and not to say like, yeah, like I love my kids so much. And I just, it felt weird. That part of the acting of it felt odd.
I think the second trial,
yeah,
I think I agree with you, but I think I disagree with the first trial because their divorce, whatever it went so fast.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I have divorce in my family. From what I remember, it did not go that. It felt like it went a week. But like,
yeah.
Because like, so my point being in that is he seems to be the one who like sees the kids a lot. And so when the divorce happens, it just seems like snap of the finger. This judge is like, hey, you can only see them on Saturday.
Yeah. So,
and I understand that argument, and I would feel the same way.
Yeah. I think, and that's, I just think it came off weird in the acting. And then I think there was a fact that it's like, okay, like, I can accept the fact that like they don't care for each other in the terms of wanting to repair their marriage. But then yeah, like the points of like about how he's just being so, like, oh yeah, lifelong celibacy, and oh, don't
Where
wear
he's
that dress.
manipulating her.
Yeah,
Like,
and like I thought more about it. I'm like, well, I don't like that, because if he has no end goal of wanting to get back to her, why is he messing up her
right.
her love life? Like,
It's a disconnect in that there was a scene where Doubtfire and Miranda get a little deeper,
yeah,
and she explains like he changed I changed, whatever it was, and all this stuff. And then Doubtfire goes, "Did you ever tell him like that was Daniel trying to say like, why didn't you tell me this stuff?" And it
yeah,
was like, why weren't you working to get to that point with her as yourself?
yeah. And I think what bugged me is like they have that moment, and like it almost seems as if like, oh, like maybe they're gonna have reconciliation, get back together, whatever. But then like when everything comes to light and they have like a argument or something, like like he just freaks out on her, and it's like, you, Daniel, messed up, and
Right.
you know how she was feeling prior, like you have that knowledge now, and you're just right back into how
Right.
you were. So it was like, did you learn
That
from that?
he didn't well, and then like take the repugnant act of lying aside, which you shouldn't. You should all carry this together. But he didn't take that information that he got and do something good with it.
Yeah,
Like if he had heard that and then said, "Okay, as Daniel, I'm going to try to talk to her and try to reconcile some of these things."
yeah.
He never did that.
It just
From
felt
the
like
movies
throwaway.
from the movie's perspective, Daniel did nothing to reconcile with Miranda.
Like, and like looking back on it now, like, yeah, it was like a tender moment or whatever, but it just felt like it didn't develop the plot really, like, other than I guess to make you sympathize.
But that should make Miranda even more the victim.
Yeah,
Miranda's the victim in all of this. Like whatever issues she may have had a part in to cause the divorce, whether she became distant, got into her work, and didn't want to, try to fix the marriage, whatever that it like, there may be an argument there. But at the point where they're separated and he begins this Doubtfire persona, he no longer gives Miranda an opportunity.
yeah,
And so he is the sole manipulator from that point on.
yeah. And so yeah, so like,
And so Miranda has no matter what she does, she isn't on a playing field that's fair. And so she's clearly the victim in this, and he just manipulates her the whole time.
yeah. So like summing it up, like that just left a really bad taste in my mouth and made me be like, like I appreciate the humor behind Mrs. Doubtfire and everything.
There's some solid jokes.
Yeah,
Like,
and like there's funny things. Like, I'm still going to say, "Help us on the way, dear." And oh, they threw it. It was a drive-by. Was it?
it was a drive-by fruity.
fruitings.
It was one of the cooking staff. Did you not tip him?
You know, like
That whole thing didn't make any sense. Like, I had never noticed before that when Pierce Bronson's Stewart met Mrs. Doubtfire, he questioned her Englishness.
yeah,
And if Mrs. Doubtfire is a real person, that's rude. Like, that's pretty rude.
yeah,
Especially because Stu is saying that Miranda has said amazing things about you. You sound like an amazing woman. By the way, your accent's a little muddled. It's like, what?
yeah,
But then from that point on, like, Daniel is just treating this guy horrifically
yeah,
for the rest of the movie, and like
And
making Stewart seem like he's the bad guy, but he isn't doing anything wrong.
Yeah, and I'm like, he's right in the sense I'm like, yeah, the kids do need a stable father figure in their life. And at that point, the court had decided they only get to see you on Saturday. So,
Yeah, like there was one breakdown thing I saw, and it was talking about, when you have a story, when you have a movie tropes that are overdone, and one of the things is like the guy that has the girl or whatever is clearly like a bad guy. And the example they used of that's not true was Liar Liar. In Liar Liar, Jim Carrey has a divorce. You've never seen Liar Liar? Oh, crap. We got another movie to watch. But basically, his ex-wife is with another person, and he's great. Like, in no way, shape, or form is he a bad guy. If anything, Jim Carrey's character is the bad guy, and he's trying to insert himself in between the good guy and his ex-wife. And I think I might argue that, like, Stewart is a good guy in this.
yeah.
Like, he's not a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything, Daniel, through his escapades, ruins their relationship, because at the end of the movie, we don't see Stewart anymore.
Yeah, he's out of the picture.
And so if they broke up because of all of that, like, what a horrible move.
I know, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even like connect that. The only thing I remember that was funny that I never noticed before was after he gives him the Heimlich, Pierce Brosnan Stewart is just like shakes his hand like, thanks for saving me, and then like walks away. Anyway,
did you have a favorite character?
Natty.
I was gonna say that too. I was thinking, I was like the kids. I think I really appreciated the kids. Yeah.
I think all of them had their moment to shine. And I think they just did really good as kids. Like,
yeah.
Being a kid actor, it's kind of hard. I always had this thing where I was just like, the little kid actors, oh, they're such bad actors, whatever it is. But I think, all things considered, now she's an adult, but the lady who played Natty, she's my age. We made that discovery where I was like, oh, she was born the same year as me. So I was the same age as her when the movie came out and all that. But, there's that little thing where they're like, she does little kid things throughout the thing. But having our kid, I'm like, that nails it. Like, that's exactly how kids act. There's no weird, like, acting thing. Yeah. Look at you. I'm crazy.
I mean, I feel like we kind of already talked about like plot holes.
There's a lot of plot holes.
Yeah.
Like, some of the timelines don't make sense.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you can tell that, like, by watching it, like, the main point of the movie is to focus on the dad becoming Mrs. Doubtfire and that whole thing and the funniness around that.
I think one of the biggest plot holes is the world not recognizing when Daniel as Mrs. Doubtfire gets jealous. They're jokes. They're supposed to be jokes. But if you step back and like look at what he's saying as Mrs. Doubtfire, you're like, that's insane. Like, that's not healthy. That's weird.
Yeah.
Why would I trust you with my children if you're saying these kind of things?
That's a good point. Like, thinking through some of the things. I mean, especially like the way she behaved at dinner, I would have been like, okay, maybe this lady's a loon. But obviously everything was discovered.
Well, and Stewart, like, the things she was saying to Stewart was way over the line, like wildly over the line. And I guess God bless Stewart, the character of Stewart, because he was just like, she's just trying to rally up, just let it go. Because he said some just nasty things. Another reason why shouldn't have been PG. Like, Doubtfire goes on a diatribe that Miranda has a vibrator that can like destroy things. And I'm like, this is a kids movie?
Weird. Yeah.
This is a kids movie?
Yeah. That was
so
weird.
Listeners, if you don't remember that absolutely happens in the movie. Alrighty. Well, it is time. I think we're getting through this because again, as much as I love Robin Williams, I think in our 2022 mindset, in our own life experience, Mrs. Doubtfire no longer fits in the spectrum of like, you can watch that movie and go, yeah, that could totally happen. Like, it's an unacceptable act that a man commits and goes through an insane process to get there.
Yeah, and it's like, well,
and manipulates a lot of people.
And it's like, while some of the aspects of it are funny, it's not enough to like redeem it.
Well,
in any
and
way.
then like, can we just stop and think about the casualties that occur? The bus driver, this poor old man who's just working when he shouldn't, where he shouldn't be working, finds this woman, which maybe he should keep to himself. I'll give it that. Maybe he should keep to himself. But he, has a conversation with this lady after the point that Doubtfire is revealed. He's not taking that bus no more.
Well, and there's the creepy part where like he looks at a girl at the pool thing and like wants to buy her drink, but dressed up as Mrs. Doubtfire, and she's like, no thanks.
Yeah. There were a few times where Daniel did like gross men things. Yeah. Like when he's with what's the TV guy's name? The old TV guy.
Yeah, but
that guy.
Lundy,
yeah.
I'm amazed.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, I'm right.
How
come every time? Sorry. I'm not going to go any further. Because that
Lundy.
song is an innuendo.
It is Lundy. Lundy, when he says, "Are you wearing lipstick? Why?" All that. And then his like weird excuse. It's like, that's gross, dude.
Yeah,
like, one, is she working? Like, are you risking this woman's job?
Yeah.
Like, and then he's just like, does she have a friend? Like, it's just super gross.
Yeah. It's like,
I don't know.
All right.
Anyway, so we don't like this movie. Now it's time for the review rewind.
Review rewind.
Oh man.
That was 10 out of 10 would recommend.
If only we were recording this and then we could like use that again. Dun, dun, dun.
I thought that was like to say you haven't been recording us this whole time, and I was about to just be like, "What's done?
We're done. Alrighty. This is the part of the show where we go back in time and look at reviews from when the movies came out, and we'll read a positive review, we'll read a negative review, and we'll see where we sit. So, Krista...
I just realized I hadn't done it, so I needed to just insert it in there.
Alrighty.
All right.
Chris is going to go ahead and read the positive review. I'm going to go ahead and read the negative review, and we'll meet in the middle.
Variety magazine gave the movie a 90. Director Chris Columbus shrewdly brings together many of the same selling points as in his Home Alone movies, mixing broad comedic strokes with heavy-handed messages about the magical power of family. Charmed. Sorry.
That's an inside thing that like one person will get.
I don't even remember what it's from. What's it from? Charmed. It's from a comedian.
But there's certain people you say that to.
Certain people, yeah, certain people.
So
will
those
get
people will get it.
Those
Maybe those people can inform you where the source is. Alrighty. And the New York Times gives it a 50. The movie's biggest challenge one that it does not exactly meet, is to persuade the audience that this husband and father's escapade is somehow an act of love. Amen.
I would.
Freaking men.
I think one of the first like
reviews.
I was gonna say agree. I couldn't.
Memoos. Those are not. Oh man.
The train is sinking.
Okay. Yes, that is one of the first reviews that
I think it hits
really
the nail
sits.
on the head. Yeah.
Yeah. What grade do you give it?
Ask me first.
Okay, I would give it a D, and the reason I say D is because it has merit.
Yeah.
Like in the scope of a class. So I teach a class, to be a little candid. I teach a class where it's a type of class. I'm not going to say what it is or whatever, but it's a type of class that kids can get thrown into it. Like it's not their desire to be in the class. They're not choosing to be in the class. So they don't necessarily put in the greatest effort. But I will give kids points if they at least give effort. Maybe they don't do a good job. Maybe they have sparks of, oh, that wasn't bad. Oh, that wasn't bad. And I'll give them points to it. This is one of those instances where, like, there's that potential there. There's that potential to be something good because it's Robin Williams. It's Robin Williams and Sally Fields. Like,
yeah,
they're great. But the whole project itself just falls so flat.
Yeah.
For a number of reasons. And so I give it a D, meaning it would pass, but it has a lot of issues.
Yeah, I think I was originally gonna be like, oh, C minus, but I was like trying to be nice, but I would agree with you. Like, I think it's a D. It's not like a total flop.
Yeah.
There's, like funny, like again, the funny bits I think are the one.
There are certainly going to be people who watch this movie and love this movie.
Yeah.
And they're going to laugh a lot. And there's going to be people who watch this and feel similar to us who can laugh at the moments, but still, like, at the end of it go like, And, it's a comedy, and a comedy's goal is to make you laugh. And it did that. So it gets those points for me. But I think it's going to sit at a D. Sorry, Robin. Rest in peace.
Mr. Robbie Williams.
I still love Robin.
I remember exactly where we were when we found out he passed away. We had just gotten married. We were in Valley Center. We were at a grocery store. And I was getting Starbucks. And I came into the car and you were like, Robin Williams died. And I was like, what? And I just remember that. Just like I remember where I was when I found out Michael Jackson passed away. Beach in the Dominican Republic.
Oh my gosh.
I was on a mission.
That story feels weird. Well,
I was on a mission trip and it was like a fun day that they had planned for us. So we're a bunch of high school kids, So we were at a beach and just like playing in the water and stuff. And like a bunch of people started like yelling and like talking about it. And then we came closer and like the person who was with us, who was like translating for us, was like, oh yeah, they're all shouting about how Michael Jackson is dead. And I was like,
Annie, are you okay?
The water we
I
were
cut my life into pieces.
And
oh my gosh, this is bad. I gotta stop that.
Okay. You do the closing.
Alrighty. So make sure to subscribe. So I will give you information about our following times. We're gonna have 2 more episodes to close out season 1. We are going to watch my favorite movie, Tommy Boy, and we're going to watch one of Krista's favorites, The Fast and the Furious, the first OG one.
Which, let's just take a moment that there's like whisperings of a Fast and Furious and Jurassic Park crossover, and everyone's gonna hate on it, and I'm 1,000,000% here for this. It's
there
gonna
was
be
nothing
so awful.
There was nothing in the rumors that like persuaded Krista away from it. She just
here
dove
for it.
deeper.
I'm ready for it. Anyway,
but the new Jurassic World like might be good.
I think it will be.
I think it's gonna have its issues, but I think it's gonna be really fun and really big and
the first
ridiculous.
one was amazing. The middle one, I feel like had to accomplish a goal. It wasn't a great movie, but it had to get you from A to C, and it did that. And I think C is going to be dope.
I think this is going to be the Fast Five of the series
of the Jurassic Parks.
Anyway, so make sure to subscribe. We also have a bonus thing happening over the summer, which we will be releasing on May 31st. So be on the lookout for that. We don't have a Patreon or anything like that yet. So all of this will be free.
Oh, free?
But make sure to subscribe so you get notifications.
It's free? Sorry.
It's free time.
What you mean it's free?
That's an obscure
R to the double E free.
That's not that obscure. Thousands of people know that reference, but I don't know if they listen.
But do any of them watch? We know one person.
We know one person who helped write that. Anyway, so follow us on Twitter, Instagram, which you don't for whatever reason. So follow us, and until next time.
I sounded like I was not well.
Review your rewinds. Rewind your
rewind your reviews.
See, it doesn't like you can't verb it.
Review your rewinds. Rewind your reviews. I don't know which one's catchier.
And make sure
do
to
something with your reviews and rewind
moo-moos.
things.
Wear moo-moos.
Yes.
I was trying to rhyme and I didn't. Alrighty. Well, until next time. Bye.